years ago, my grandpa bought a boat that didn't work and was destroyed. He fixed it up and put many hours in it just so he could have his family be happy and have joy. Through him working hard to fix up the boat and the stories we have had on the boat, he has taught me many things even when he wasn't trying to and without him having to say anything about the lessons he taught. My grandpa is hardworking, smart, and has patience. And from the story I just told you shows how he has those traits. He shows qualities like that in many ways and sets a very good example to his family. My grandpa is probably the hardest working person I have met. He tries to make happiness for his family. My grandpa has many stories that show his hard work. A story is when my grandpa was young, he made his own store, which takes hard work to have. He made a store fixing shoes and zippers on coats, which isn't the most entertaining thing there is, and even he has told me that. That is hard work because he was able to start his own business, which isn't easy, and he was still able to get a broken boat and fix it for his family even when they were struggling. He showed that with hard work you can get things like a boat and have even more fun with your family, and because of his hard work he was still having fun to this day with the same boat he had worked hard to get and fix. Another story is that last year all the interiors of the boat was rotting out, so we had to completely fix it, and instead of him going and paying for it, he did it himself even with his old age. I missed a word. With working hard comes knowledge or being smart, and that shows by how my grandpa could take his hard work and put it into lessons that are there for you to figure out, and him being able to point you in the direction to figure out those lessons without having to tell you. My grandpa shows smartness in most things he does. He shows smartness in the stories I hear when I see him in person. His smartness has taught me and many people. He is also smart because of how he puts his life into lessons for me. My grandpa has shown his smartness by doing projects himself instead of going and paying someone else to do it. Because of his smartness, he has helped in many ways other than teaching lessons like fixing coats, shoes, the boat that he let us use, and he fixed up many more things. And his patience is equal to his smartness and how hard he works. My grandpa has taught my dad and I that patience is important in life if you want to get anywhere. My grandpa showed that being patient when he was making his business or when he was saving up for the boat that he wanted, and then even more patience when he had to fix up the boat. He has told me that if you are not patient, then you will have a hard time in life because you will try and do everything as fast as you can. If my grandpa went fast in fixing the boat or anything he fixes or makes, it could fail and fall apart or break right away. And that is the same for his store that he made. My grandpa was also patient when he was teaching the lessons. Instead of just telling them to me, he would have ways for me to figure it out when he would only point me in the direction. My grandpa also helps people when they need help and is patient with them if they're freaking out. My grandpa was in the army when he was younger, and he never actually got to see war, thankfully, but he had friends that did see war, and every Saturday and Wednesday he goes out with those friends and helps them cope with the war that they saw. And when they're having attacks like PTSD and stuff, he helps them and makes sure they're all right. And all those qualities add up to make a really awesome person, especially those qualities. The qualities hardworking, patience, and smartness are good parts of my grandpa, but he has many more. But those qualities have helped me, my dad, and many other people in life. I'm very happy and thankful to have someone like my grandpa in my life. I believe that everyone should have someone with the qualities my grandpa has to help teach them how to be the best version of themselves. As I have said, my grandpa has taught me a lot of lessons and have and will always stay and help me in life, and even those lessons he learned from working hard and the other qualities have stuck with him. My conclusion is that being patient, hardworking, and smart are all things that are very useful for people to have or to know someone with those qualities. Thank you for listening to my speech.